Hello and welcome to Quartzlight, your car brochure channel, and in today's episode for Ford Friday, the Ford Focus ST. Hello and welcome back, and if you're new to Quartzlight, we're a car brochure channel here on YouTube looking at car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s and sometimes beyond that as well. So if you're interested in cars and car brochures, please consider subscribing. Okay, so back to today's episode, very much beyond that 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s brochure. In fact, this is the newest brochure that we've ever done, UK brochure from 2012. And in fact, I believe this is certainly the newest UK brochure I've got anyway, because I left the UK in this same year, so very much the last UK brochure I have, and very much a modern brochure for the channel. But I chose this one for Ford Friday because it's the ST, and I've always liked the Focus, in particular the ST version actually. So this will be the third generation Focus, of course, and this was very much a world car, wasn't it? North America and Europe had this particular car. Production started, I think, late 2010, and I think there was then a facelift around about 2014, but we're going to concentrate on this one. Of course, this is the ST, the fancy one, and when I looked at the performance figures, I was surprised how quick these are. Yes, I'm more used to looking at 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s cars, but amazing how far just really very much an ordinary car has come in performance figures. Now, there is a bit of a colour choice with this, and we'll see the colour choice at the end, but actually in white, I think these actually look very good. I know a lot of people don't like white cars, but I think if you get a more fancy or top of the range car or a sporty car in white, I think they can look very good, and this does look very good, and very much you can kind of like see it, the Ford Motorsport, the white and the blue badges. I think it looks nice. That's my opinion anyway. So this particular brochure, like I say, it's a UK brochure 2012. So the slogan or catchphrase for Ford then was Ford Go Further. Bit of a strange one. Gone are the days, of course, of Ford gives you more. Bit of a strange one, this Go Further. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Anyway, let's open the brochure up and have a look inside. And I kind of thought, well, just before I open the brochure, let's give you the details of the brochure itself. The brochure number, the FA 1500/2. A little bit of the Ford Motor Company UK or England address at the time, and the date there, May 2012. And you can see it's a newer brochure. It's got a website on it. I don't have many brochures with websites, but like I say, let's now go into the brochure itself. Okay, so we turn the page, as you can see, and we can see this nice example. This particular colour is Panther Black. Frozen White actually was the main colour on the main page. Interesting, this is an estate, of course, so yeah, you can get this sporty ST as both a hatchback and an estate in the UK, which is very practical for a sporty car for sure. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the text and a closer look at some of these images. So it says here, start a serious driving machine. Get serious with the sensational new Focus ST, powered by the new 250 PS 2-litre EcoBoost engine, harnessed via a unique chassis treatment. It takes the addictive driving experience associated with the Ford Focus to the next level. And the images. So we get this little bit of a rear shot of the estate. Interesting little exhaust system on there. The main image. Black never seems to show up too well on camera, so I hope you can see a bit, but a nice looking car. Let's just see what the text is for this particular model. So it tells us the model shown as the Ford Focus ST3 estate in Panther Black, metallic body colour with privacy glass, an option, and the enthusiast pack, which is an option. Not sure it actually tells you what the enthusiast pack is actually interesting, so if you do know what that is, jot that in the comments. And then we turn the page and we get more white examples, which I think shows up a lot nicer, and a nice look at the interior. Let's start with that interior. And then the interior, I always think the Focus interior was always a very nice place to be, and obviously in this ST form it's an even nicer place to be. Even got these interesting gauges at the top here, turbo boost gauges, I guess, oil pressure, and apparently temperature gauges as well. Looks like this has also got sat nav on it, but very high spec to say, this is a Focus at the end of the day. Really nice seats as well, race inspired Recaro sport seats with partial leather trim, standard on the ST2, and we'll learn a bit more what the ST1, ST2, ST3 has got in it in a moment. Moving along, here are those interesting gauges, like I say, featuring turbo boost, oil pressure, oil temperature gauges, standard. We got this sports tuned suspension, which is standard, and that rear diffuser with central dual outlet exhaust tailpipe. And then moving further along, we've got this standard rear spoiler, and these are very interesting. I quite like them actually. Unique 18 ST alloy wheels, again standard equipment for the ST model. We got two nice images of the hatchback front and rear, and it tells us with exhilarating power and handling, an addictive soundtrack and sleek sports design, the new ST is the ultimate expression of Focus driving quality and performance. And this is telling us these are actually the ST2 versions. So what is this ST1, ST2 all about? Well, essentially they're kind of like packs really. So the ST1 has got, a unique 18 ST alloy wheels, unique ST design, full body styling kit, unique rear spoiler, dark smoke tinted LED rear lights, black finish roof rails on the estate, Recaro seats, radio CD with sync in-car connectivity, voice control system, Ford power starter button, unique ST leather gear shift knob, ST door scuff plates, torque vectoring control, deflation detection system, and Factory Category 1 alarm. So the ST2 adds to that. Recaro sport seats again with partial leather trim this time instead of fabric, a Sony radio CD with a 4.2 inch display, dual zone electronic automatic temperature control, heated windscreen, automatic headlights, auto dimming rear view mirror with auto wipers, unique ST floor mats front and rear. And then if you go for the ST3, that adds bi-xenon headlamps with jet wash, Recaro heated front seats with full leather trim, drivers and passenger 8-way power adjustable seats, and Recaro sculpted 3-seater rear bench seat. And then we come to a page which shows some of the features and then the colours and the seat colours, and even a little bit of information about different wheels you can get. So let's start with the first page though. So it starts by saying an addictive driving experience. Fulfill your passion for driving with the thrilling new Ford Focus ST. Blending advanced technology with heightened responses, you'll never want the journey to end. Talks a little bit about EcoBoost, or Ford EcoBoost technology. Gives you the power of a big engine with the fuel economy and emissions of a small one. Specially developed for the new Focus ST, the lightweight all aluminium 250 PS engine achieves this by combining direct petrol injection, turbocharging and variable valve timing to extract the maximum amount of power from every drop of fuel. We get a 6-speed manual transmission, and we get torque vectoring control designed to improve traction, road holding and agility when cornering by continuously optimizing the engine torque distributed to each front wheel to match the amount of grip each has available. The result is a more rewarding driving experience, standard apparently, and it uses sensors. We do get a glimpse of a different colour though this time. This apparently is Tangerine Scream. So colours, starting off with that frozen white, which seems to be featured a lot. A solid body colour, but still you had to pay extra for that colour, which is a little bit strange, isn't it? I think the only colour you could get that you didn't have to pay extra for was Colorado Red. But you can also get Panther Black, but that's a metallic, so you would have to pay extra for it. Spirit Blue, but again a metallic, so you pay extra for it. And that colour we've just seen, Tangerine Scream, which is a special metallic body colour, so yes, you have to pay extra for that as well. And the seats are really nice as well, even if you just get the ST1, it's just a black seat by looks of it in the ST1. If you go to the ST2, we get leather, and then the various different colours to match the exterior of the car, as you can see, and then the ST3, which is a Windsor leather. Personally, I think the ST2s look nicest really in these various different colours, so I think the ST2 is possibly my favourite just for them seat colours. The ST3 does get this kind of like fancier Recaro sculpted 3-seater rear bench seat though. You've got 2 wheel choices. Your standard one is nice enough, that's silver. Same design for the option one, but it's got a grey finish. And then we get the all-important fuel and performance figures. 2 versions, like I say, that 5-door and the Estate. Interestingly, the 5-door hatch and the Estate both got identical fuel economy and performance figures. For me that doesn't seem right. I'm sure there must be some difference in aerodynamics if nothing else, but you know, point 1, point 2, exactly the same. I kind of like find that hard to believe, but anyway, they've got a stage 5 M6 transmission, 250 PS, 340 torque newton meters, and it's even got a CO2 emission there of 169. And them CO2 emission figures are new to me because I'm more used to looking at older cars, of course. But if you notice, like fuel consumption, identical for the hatch and the Estate, like I said, within point, which I can't find that hard to believe. Anyway, pretty fuel efficient actually, but look at the performance, and this is what really surprised me. Maximum speed 154 miles per hour, 0 to 62 6.5 seconds, 31 to 62 5.7 seconds. You know, not so long ago, look at them older brochures, this would be like, you know, supercar figures, and now quite an ordinary car here. Amazing performance figures. I was like really surprised when I saw those figures. Then it tells us about option packs, but I can't see that enthusiast pack in there, so like I say, if you do know what that is, let me know. So option pack, privacy glass, cruise control with active speed limiter, power tilt slide sunroof on the 5-door, and then you've got something called the driver assistant pack, active city stop, blind spot information, lane departure warning. It tells us lane departure warning includes auto, high beam, traffic sign recognition and driver alerts. We can have a city pack with rear parking sensors and electric heating and power foldable door mirrors. The ST style pack, which has got the 18-inch alloy wheels in radio grey, red brake calipers and illuminated scuff plates. And then we've got some other fancy pack, looks like you can have at the bottom. I don't know if that's an enthusiast pack, it doesn't tell us, but it tells you can have an option pack that's got a Sony DAB radio, CD navigation system with rear view camera, 5-inch TFT display, branded integrated control panel, sync in-car connectivity and voice control system with USB iPod, connectivity ports, external aux connection for external music devices, 9 premium speakers, remote, audio and MFD controls, ST memory slots for data, e.g. music, exchange navigation on SD card. And really depending on if you've got the ST1, the ST2 or ST3 would be dependent if you can get those options at extra cost. And then again at the end here, the little date there, May 2012, and of course a UK brochure, this one. So there we go, the Ford Focus ST 2012 brochure. Just to show you that occasionally we do go outside that criteria of 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, but I hope you enjoyed this one. It was just nice to compare really the performance figures of these compared to Fords of days gone by. Do you remember these? Do you own one now? I mean, there must still be a few on British roads, surely, still running around. It's not really that old. Maybe one of the viewers actually owns one. Let me know what it's like. But thank you so much for watching today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you very soon, so please do like and subscribe. Take care. Have a great weekend, and goodbye.